What's up, everybody? So I wanted to do this video basically recapping 2023, what's happened, what's going on with my family, where we stand on the green card process, where we stand financially, what are our plans for 2024, and what's the outlook in general, I think, for the country. So let's start off with the green card and where we are on that, since that's basically how I created this channel, was bitching and complaining about the visa process and our government in that process. So right now we've been waiting on Tung Chinook's green card for 27 months. Now, when we first filed this, and this is at the Dallas office, the estimated time was 20 months to receive your green card. So once we hit the 20 months, they told us that we needed to wait 24 months before we could actually file for a petition for review. And that's basically saying, hey, what's taking so long? So we waited the 24 months and we did that. And about a month later, we got a response back. And their response, I think, is pretty lame. They're saying that the reason it's taking so long is her background check. Now, if you've been through a visa process, you know that you have to go through the background check. So we've already been through that. And in order to get the green card, you think that would just, fall right in on her file that she already had that done. But that's the reason they gave us, that some countries take longer than others to receive the background. So that's their reasoning. My thought on it is there's two reasons, I think. One of them is probably just my ego thinking, So like I say, I created this channel bitching about the visa process, and I have repeatedly pointed out their inept policies, their just the horrible way that they do go about running everything there at the USCIS. So my thought was maybe they've seen one or two of my videos and they're just slow walking us, but again, that's probably just my ego talking. The real reason I think it's taking so long is because, in the last 3 years, there's been 8 to 10 million illegals crossing our borders. And there's this big push to get all of those work visas, or obviously the adults, the work visas. And guess who processes the work visas? The same people that process our green card. Now, which one do you think is getting priority right now? The one following the law, the one that paid the money, or the ones that just jumped the border and receiving the money? I'll let you answer that one. So that's my reasoning why it's taking so long right now. And I don't, for me, she's here. She has her work permit if she wants to go to work. We got the 131, or though I do believe that each time you leave the country, you have to refile for that. I'm not sure on that, but that's what I think. We've been able to do what we need to do. It's just a sense of security for her to receive the green card. Like, hey, yes, you're here, and no, we're not going to deport you. It's that type of thing. So, it's more of an aggravation just waiting and knowing why we are being delayed. And we followed the law, but yet everything's taking so long because of people that didn't follow the law. So that's where we are on the green card. So let's go financially. Financially, 2023 was another rough year, and it's been a rough year for the last 3 years. So, and you're feeling the same pain I'm feeling if you're not rich or you're not very poor. So, just everything's costing more, and not being able to save money. Yes, each year I get a raise, but that raise does not cover inflation. It just simply doesn't. So that's where we are financially. We've talked, and I'm actually thinking about, moving. And, okay. I moved from North Carolina that had a state income tax to Texas that doesn't have a state income tax. But I'm paying more in my land taxes in this little subdivision for my little postage stamp of property than I paid for my entire state income tax in North Carolina. It just crazy just how much the land taxes are here. And so if you're thinking about moving to Texas, stay out of the metropolitan areas because they tax you to death on your little postage stamp of land. Anyway, so I'm thinking about selling this place and moving into a rural area. Now maybe stay in Texas. I don't know if Texas actually does the Texit thing and breaks off from the United States. Maybe I will stay in Texas, but either Texas or Oklahoma, I'm thinking of, selling this place and buying some land out in the rural area. Though I have to look, with the interest rates, because I'm in the low twos on this house, versus what I'd be financing buying a new home. It's going to depend, because it won't be a new home, but it'll be an older home. And if I can buy something for $250,000 and put $100,000 down on it, would my financing of that amount equal more or less than the mortgage I'm paying right now, type of thing. So that's what I'm looking at there. Now, let's go into basically how companies are doing right now versus, where I see it going, type of thing. I've been in the telecommunications business for 22 years now. I've been with this company for 19 of those years. And for all of that time, I have said my job is basically recession proof. I mean, everybody uses a cell phone. Everybody listens to the radio. Everybody watches TV. Everybody uses internet. Everybody streams. You would think the demand for that would not go down. But I've been proven wrong. With this economy and the interest rates on borrowing money and, companies paying back loans and so forth, all of those industries I've just described have basically almost come to a standstill. There's been layoffs across the board. And, we recently had a guy retire. So I actually picked up 2 more states. I'm covering 7 states now in my territory versus the 5 that I had. I'm not making a penny more for it, but I'm going to be doing a lot more work. And I don't know, I don't see anything getting better in the near future there. So, I'm not spending money. I'm trying to save every penny I can, because you never do know what's going to happen, right? And even though I have been with this company this long, and there's some loyalty there, at the end of the day, we're a publicly traded company, so they answer to the shareholders. I do make a good salary, so they may, chopping blocks come, who knows what'll happen, That's going to lead me to, that sort of sets up where I think our country is as a whole right now. I bring up processing, work visas and stuff, or work permits and stuff for the illegals coming across. And I'll probably get censored some for saying illegals, but you break the law across the border, that is what you are. 8 to 10 million since the Biden administration took office. And I saw a report that, the amount of money we're spending, I got it written here, $150.7 billion yearly on illegal aliens coming across our border. All right. Now, since we're on the money spending and the U.S. government freely giving our money away, let's throw in Ukraine there. And I looked that number up too. The $75.4 billion to Ukraine since that war started. It has been given to them. So that's $225 billion of our money that we're giving away or spending on others. And the amount of money, I mean, I can't even fathom that amount of money, right? So, but I think about all the money that I'm taxed every year, and it just pisses me off. And I would hope that all of you feel the same way, because the amount of money that we're giving them, we could just turn around and give. I mean, that's 225 billion, guys. How many people is in America, legally in America? It's 330 million, I think it was. Maybe you have to fact check me on that. I'm not sure. But they could turn around and give all that money to us, and we could all be living high on the hog, right? It just blows my mind that there's people that actually are for these two things I just talked about. They're for the war in Ukraine. They're for sending all of our money. I mean, just listen to Nikki Haley, for God's sakes. You know, she'd have us in more wars than we're already supporting. But I guess what I'm saying is, I know a lot of you that watch my channel are younger than me, right? So you may be looking at life through a different lens because you're not at my stage in life. I'm at my stage in life to where I'm thinking retirement. I am thinking of, where is every dollar going? How can I spend it? How can I save it? How can I multiply it? So when I see shit like this, it just really, again, like I say, pisses me off, because it takes away from my quality of life. They're taxing me more to give to others. And, you know, I've really never been a Republican or Democrat. I've always been a very conservative person. I want control of my life. I want control of my spending. I want you to stay out of my life and out of my pocket. So, very conservative, want a very small government. I don't need the government to take care of me. I need the government to leave me alone. If you need the government to take care of you, you have a problem. And that's how I look at things. How I see our country going, I do not think we have a very bright future for the very long foreseeable future. future. We have too many people, we have too many ignorant people, too many lazy people, and too many stupid people in America. And it's really hurting us. We have a political class that basically sees themselves as kings and queens, and we are the serfs. You know, they tell us what to do. They tell us what to think. They tell us what they want us to eat. They tell us what medicine to take. They tell us when to get vaccinated. They tell us, and we're supposed to do. And the ones of us out here that are actually saying, fuck you, are the ones that are being censored, the ones that are being, you know, what is that, race baiting bullshit, you know, just all that crap. So I do not think we have a very bright future. I'm hoping that I can make it to retirement before we go to another world war. I worry about my son. I worry about my daughter. You know, I just need to get to retirement, to get to Thailand, to be way out in the country where I could just be left the F alone, you know. But my retirement age, I was hoping, was 55. That's not going to happen because of everything I've just discussed here. Financially, it's just killed me. So now I'm shooting for 58. So that's 5 more years away. But again, like I say, I know a lot of you that watch my video are probably 10 to 20 years younger than me. I just hope you open your eyes and start educating yourself a little bit more. And please, I mean, you can send me all the nasty comments that you want, and I will just basically do this to you. But if you agree with me, hit the like button, guys, because, hey, we're all in this together. Whether, again, you disagree with me or not, I'm going to be proven right. See you.